Hello, I'm Eve Jackson. Thanks for joining us for Encore's look at the year in music.
Don't speak the language. Don't need explaining. I know that in the morning now. It's gonna be alright. I keep proving. Do I have to tell you? This music.
And France 24's music critic Mariam Saab is here to look at the highlights of 2014. Mariam, hello.
Hello, Eve.
Welcome to this very festive show.
Yes, the Christmas special.
Now, 2014 has been a big year for music, with so many people making waves. Who stands out?
Well, internationally, Beyoncé's eponymous album and her sellout stadium tour On the Run with Jay-Z had everyone talking this year. Pharrell Williams' Girl had the world doing a happy dance, and the hit song is Billboard's #1 Hot 100 song of the year. Now, joining the Beatles, Australian rapper Iggy Azalea became just the second act to hold the #1 and 2 spots on the Billboard charts at the same time this year. Newcomer Sam Smith was the first singer to sell 1 million albums across both sides of the Atlantic in the US and the UK with his Grammy-nominated album In the Lonely Hour. And Ed Sheeran's Grammy-nominated X became Spotify's most streamed global album.
So lots of people making waves, but who is the artist of the year?
Well, 2014, without a shadow of a doubt, belongs to Taylor Swift. Her album 1989 cemented her place as a bona fide pop star and marked her transition officially from country to pop. Up for a slew of Grammys, let's take a look at Shake It Off.
Can't stop, won't stop moving. It's like I got this music in my mind saying it's gonna be alright. 'Cause the player's gonna play. And the haters gonna hate, baby. I'm just gonna shake. Shake it off, shake it off. Heartbreaker's gonna break. And the fakers gonna fake, baby. I'm just gonna shake it off.
Now, she not only matured as an artist, the album is packed with catchy hooks and, you know, the introspective lyrics that Taylor Swift has become known for. But Swift also proved that she is a businesswoman. She proved her business savvy after she controversially pulled her entire catalogue from Spotify, deciding that music should never be free, and the streaming snub paid off big time. Everyone took notice, even Time magazine. She was their cover girl this year. Now let's crunch the numbers because they're really impressive. 1989 pulled in over 1 million in its first week alone, a huge feat for the ailing music industry. Sales were down 14% this year, and that week was the highest sales week in over a decade. The last time was back in 2002. Eminem had that record. And the album went on to be the best-selling record of the year. Taylor Swift raked in as much as $39.7 million, 10 million downloads, and her International Red Tour was hugely successful.
Okay, well, Taylor Swift, very impressive. She's the artist of the year. Who's the best newcomer then?
Compared to lions like Prince, Kate Bush, and dearly departed Aaliyah, 2014's R&B sensation had a monumental debut, and you're wondering, who am I talking about? Well, it's FKA Twigs, the British singer who burst onto the scene with her debut LP1, and she's just unlike anyone you've ever seen or heard before. Now, before we delve deeper into the world of FKA Twigs, let's take a look at one of the hits off of her debut. This is 2 Weeks. She's certainly got something very unique going on, hasn't she? I mean, She's my crush of the year. I love FKA Twigs. What really gets me is her raw, natural voice. It's loaded with so much sensuality, love, and heartbreak. And the music, it's modern, arrhythmic, and surreal. She jolts between auto-tune, her natural voice, synth, drums, and then silence, which just holds this, incredible tension in her music. And the thing about it is it's out of this world, but then at the same time it still manages to sound really organic and earthy. And it's refreshing. You don't really feel like the machinations of a label are dictating her every move. She's a free spirit, and it really comes across.
But it's not just music, it's fashion, it's art, and it's dance as well. There's everything, isn't there?
She's an all-rounder. I mean, she started out as a backup dancer in music videos for the likes of Kylie Minogue, Jessie J, and Ed Sheeran, among others. And that rhythm, I mean, you can tell when you watch her clips, she's certainly incorporated that into what she does now and into her live shows. And I think her clips are among the best and the most creative of the year. She's also had her hand in directing too. She teamed up with Google Glass to create an inspired short, you can see it right there, titled #Through Glass. It's directed by FKA, and she dances and contorts her way through the clip. Now, looking ahead, FKA will be featured in an editorial spread in the January 2015 issue of American Vogue, just to show how much of a style icon she's now become. And she has a very unique sense of fashion, and after missing out on the Mercury Prize this year, she's up for a Grammy for Best Record Package in February. And a hot tip that I highly... I really think that she's going to come away with that one.
Okay, you're a little bit in love with her, aren't you?
A little bit. She has me all tongue-tied and all flustered and unbothered. I didn't know what's going on
so we've
here.
had an American, we've had a Brit. Who's the French artist of the year?
Christine and the Queens. They released their first debut album this year. She's not your typical electro singer, as we're about to see in this report from Clovis Casali.
Christine and the Queens, extrovert on stage but shy in real life. 26-year-old Héloïse Letizier studied in one of France's best universities, known for producing great literary minds. One explanation for her profound and moving lyrics. In 2010, she left for London, confessing she felt a bit lost at the time. But a visit to a cabaret, where she met drag queens, gave her a new direction: music. Christine and the Queens was born.
Ironically, it really helped me take on a new name and come up with this new character. It helped me live my own life. Like all very shy people, having this stage character helped me.
Her influences are varied, ranging from Vivaldi to Michael Jackson and David Bowie.
It seems to me that with the internet, with the free flow of information, you can pick and choose just about anything. We follow that same logic of channel hopping in the good sense of the term, which means we're curious about everything.
It all went very fast. She's already sold over 135,000 copies of her album, and her music tour is a success.
I just hope it won't be an epiphenomenon, something short-lived, because I know our society likes fresh blood with new faces and new singers.
Her style has been described by many as playful, airy, and trendy. 2014 was her year, a bright start for a smart singer.
So is she on your playlist, Mariam?
Absolutely. I love Christine and the Queens, and she's been hitting all the right notes on Shallow Humane, or you could say she's been hitting all the wrong notes right, because she's just so left of center. She's like the anti-pop star and conveys this kind of mesmerizing asexuality that, that has everyone here just transfixed in France and beyond. Her music is as philosophical as it is fearless and unassuming. It hits you deep, but not hard, subtle and beautifully nuanced. And I really do think that she'll be around for the long haul on the French scene.
Well, someone who definitely has been around for the long haul now and is still going is the Queen of Pop, Madonna. Now, she's releasing tracks from her new album called Rebel Heart, and she's releasing them early, calling it an early Christmas present. which is nice of her. It's actually not the holiday season that's got Madonna in such a giving mood, though, really, is it?
Well, she was definitely not in a jolly mood when 10 demos from what will be her 13th studio album due out next year were leaked. That's a real motivation behind releasing these songs early, to divert attention away from the unfinished track. She's trying to kind of reclaim the artistic integrity of what she wanted to put out. Madonna actually called the leak of violation, artistic rape, a kind of a form of terrorism. The silver lining, though, Christmas and her music have come early for fans.
So what do you think of the songs? Any good?
She's bringing out her rebellious and romantic sides on Rebel Heart in full force, and I think this is the best Madonna we've seen in a long time. It's classic and modern Madonna rolled into one. It reflects her essential style, strong vocals, bold lyrics, and she's held back from jumping on the bandwagon, jumping on trends, and she's really stuck to what works for her. Upping the ante on this record, she's worked with some of the biggest producers in the business right now, like Avicii, Diplo, and Kanye West, and I love it. And actually, I think that's the consensus right now. I haven't read a bad review about this record, especially breakup song Living for Love. It runs in the same vein as hits like Express Yourself and Like a Prayer. Here's a teaser.
She definitely still looks very amazing in that photo there. Any other standouts on the album?
Well, she shifts into industrial grind gear on the mysterious Illuminati, which was produced Kanye West. Actually, it sounds like it could belong on Yeezus, but I love it. And Madonna Pandemonium has already set in, because within 24 hours of the release of these 6 tracks, the Queen of Pop was #1 on iTunes charts in over 40 countries, right where she belongs.
Okay.
Back on the throne, Madonna is.
Back on the throne. Well, one of the best ways to look back at the year in music is through San Francisco-based DJ Earworm's annual music mix. Since 2009, he's been releasing an end-of-year 4-minute mashup he creates using short snippets of the best videos. We'll leave you with that. Mariam, thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks, Eve.
And remember our website, we're also on Twitter and Facebook. There's more news coming up on France 24 after this.